Taylor Swift, of course. We've got BTS, these are Blackpink. We love BB Rexa, we have is Fauja. We have Ariana Grande. We have Selena Gomez. We have Rihanna. Love Sabrina Carpenter. Then we have Tate McRae. She was in Other Times twice. ITZY. I've listed K-pop would be Stray Kids. In Hypen. 17, 80s, them two, Jessie or John Somi. Adele, I like Adele. Hi guys, and welcome back to my vlog channel. I hope that you're all doing well. Today's video, I thought I'd do something pretty chilled, quite laid back, something simple, just discussing music taste really. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first artist that I want to mention is my go-to usually, and she's absolutely amazing. I love her work, and I think she's the GOAT, let's just say that. So we've got Taylor Swift, of course. I love all her work. I am more favoured towards more of her different albums than some of them. So I've been listening to her for years, literally years. She's probably like my first kind of like proper music artist that I started listening to. So yeah, growing up with her basically. But anyways, I've got a couple of albums that I do regularly listen to, which is 1989, Reputation, Lover, Midnights, and The Life of a Showgirl. I obviously listen to other songs from her other albums too, but those are usually my main ones that I like to go to. Moving on, it's going to be a bit of a mixture to be honest with you, but that's fine. Going into the K-pop zone, so we've got BTS. They are the first K-pop boy band that I've ever listened to. I started listening to them getting on for, well, I want to say few, but no, it's longer than that, years now. Yeah, so I also listened to their solo albums too, from each individual artists. The first album I have got down, I'm looking at my notes here just so that I try not to forget what I'm about to say, is B, Map of the Soul, Love Yourself, both the Answer and Her version, Wings, Never Walk Alone, Too Cool for School, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, The Young Forever. Those are usually the ones that I go to. I obviously also do listen to their other songs from years back, but it would take me ages to list them all. But yeah, so I also listen to them as solo artists too. Off the top of my head, I do like obviously Sugar as Augusty. I love his albums, and I also love Jungkook's album as well. And well, I love them all basically, but I do find myself going towards specific albums more usually, just because of the type of music that I'm into, but I love them all as individual artists and as a group. Next I have is Blackpink. Love their stuff. I've got Square One, Square Up, Kill This Love, Pink Venom, the album, and Jump. I have listed the EPs as best I can, and some of these EPs, some of them I've just got one song that I usually go to, but those are the main ones that I listen to. I just turn my page over. So Blackpink also, as their solo artists as well as a group. I listen to Lisa, so I've listened to Rockstar, New Woman, Moonlit Floor, La Lisa, Born Again, Alter Ego, and Bad Angel. I love her music, I really enjoy it, and I've been listening to quite recently Bad Angel quite a lot. So yes, it is my type of music genre that I love to listen to. Next we have Jenny. I've got her down for Solo, You and Me, Mantra, Love, Hangover, Ruby and Dracula. I love Dracula, her recent collaboration with Tame Impala. I think it's really great. And next we have Rose. I've got R, Rosie and Arbiter. I've listened to R, I've only got 2 songs down on that one. I think there's only 2 songs in there, to be honest. And I've got Rosie. With Rose's albums, I lean more towards the like pop type or something with a beat. So I usually focus on them kinds of songs whenever I'm listening to her. But there are the odd ones that aren't as, pop wise or beaty. They're more like lo-fi or a bit more solemn, if that's the right word, but basically not as happy. So I do sometimes, it depends what mood I'm in really, go towards those ones. Next we have Arbiter. I had that on repeat when it came out. Love that song. As far as I'm aware, that's all I've really got of her. I don't think she's released much at the moment. So I look forward to more of her future projects. And last of all, Jisoo. She also hasn't got much work, but many projects out at the moment, but I loved her album Amortage. I think it was great, and I liked her collaboration with Zayn with Eyes Closed as well. I think that was quite cool. I don't really listen to Zayn. I think I've listened to maybe 1 song of his, the Pillow Talk one, and that is it. Because he's obviously from One Direction. I wasn't a big fan of like boy bands back in the day, especially around the One Direction era. I never listened to them really. There was probably a couple of songs that I listened to and that was about it. I really wasn't a group type of girl when I was younger. I've only recently sort of like got into it, well, since BTS basically. They were the first boy bands that I ever listened to. Moving on, I absolutely love BB Rexa. I've been listening to her for years now. So I've listened to her album Expectations. That was quite a good one. I've also got older albums that I've listened to, but I can't think of the names at the moment, but they were like little EPs, I believe. Then we've got the Better Mistakes album. I love that one. We've got BB, her self-titled album. I've listened to maybe 2 songs on that, to be honest with you. I don't know how, but I completely missed the fact that she'd even released that. I think it's like 2021 it was released, but I just can't think why I haven't listened to it. So I will definitely listen at some point. And we've got her upcoming album Dirty Blonde. Obviously the 1 song on that, New Religion, is a banger. I love it. So I'm quite excited to see what other songs she has on that album too. But yeah, I love her stuff. Next artist I have is Fauja. I believe that is how I pronounce her name. I'm not too sure, so apologies if I have incorrectly pronounced that. But she was a TikTok find. She was someone that she made a song a couple of years ago. She finished it and it was really nice. I liked the sound. I liked what she'd done, and then she released it and I loved it. I can't really think off the top of my head now what it was called, but it was a good one. And then she released her debut album. I'm sure it's her debut, because I can't seem to see any other full like albums unless they are there and I just have missed them. Film Noir, I absolutely adore that album. I think it's amazing, and she's an absolute godsend of a singer. She's an amazing voice, very beautiful, and it's been such a while since I've actually found like a I want to say a smaller artist. She's not like tiny artist, but she's got a following now, and she's amazing, and she deserves so much more, because her voice is absolutely impeccable. I've not heard singing like it for quite a while, to be honest, so it's a breath of fresh air, let's just say that. Moving on, we have Ariana Grande. Of course, I've been listening to her for years now, not as long as Taylor Swift, but she's been on my radar for a long time with her songs. So I've listened to not all songs, most of her songs from My Everything album, Dangerous Woman, Sweetener, Thank You Next, Positions, and Eternal Sunshine. Listened to most of them, and she has an angelic voice, and yeah, amazing. Moving on, we have Selena Gomez, another one that I've listened to for quite some time now. I haven't listened to all of her songs, but the albums that I have listened to some songs off of is Stars Dance, then Revival, and of course I think the only album I've listened to in full is Rare. She's also one of those types of artist for me that if she's got a banger, I'll listen to it. Otherwise I've got to kind of like be in the mood for it, or if it will come on I'll be like, oh, I haven't heard her songs in a while, so let's have a listen basically. So she's an amazing artist as well, and when Rare did come out I did binge that quite a lot, so that was a very good album in my opinion. I haven't listened to her latest album from last year, just haven't had a chance to get around to it, to be honest, so I'm sure I will do that at some point as well. Next we have Rihanna. Love her songs, been listening to her for years. I to be honest, I stopped writing it all out because I was just like, it's going to take me absolutely ages, but all of her most recent album before that, I love. Can't wait for her to release another album whenever that will be, but yeah, she's an absolute amazing singer. Yeah, she's one of a kind really, so I love her. I love her stuff, and I look forward to when she has got some new album coming out. Then I stopped writing after that, but I do have some in mind. Sabrina Carpenter, she's a new listen. I've not listened to all of her songs yet, but she is quite good with what she does. I do like her songs, and I've been listening to the ones that have been like hits basically. Espresso was the first one that really made me start listening to her, and then I've been listening to other songs of hers that I don't have on the top of my mind at the moment, but they're good. Then we have Tate McRae. She was another one that I never really used to listen to, but then I started listening and I was like, okay, she's alright, she's not that bad, so I like her stuff as well. And I've not listened to all of her songs, only a select few, like hits basically, but she's talented, very talented. And who else? We've got some more K-pop groups. Another girl group that I listen to quite a lot sometimes is Twice. Been listening to them for a few years as well. Who else have we got? ITZY, I've listened to a few of their songs. Trying to think. Other boy bands I've listened to in K-pop would be Stray Kids. Been listening to them for a while. In Hypen, I did used to follow their music videos whenever they were released, but I sort of slipped out of that, so there's probably maybe a couple of music videos that I've not yet watched, but yeah, their stuff is okay too. I kind of really biased my K-pop boy band artist to BTS and pushed it a little bit to Stray Kids, but apart from that, I never really took much notice after that. I was never really much of a fan of groups anyway. Only when obviously I started listening to K-pop with some groups, that's when I really started listening. And yeah, I got some great songs out of them all. Then we've got 17. I've listened to a couple of their songs as well. 80s, them too. And I think that may be it for K-pop side of things. I have listened to some other like solo artists like Jessie or John Somi, I think that's how you pronounce the name. Who else? I can't think at the minute, but there are names that I know of, but they're not in front of me, so I can't exactly speak of them. And what else? I've probably got a load of artists that I'll look at later and I'll be like, oh, I wish I'd mentioned them now. Adele, I like Adele very much. I also like, who else have we got? I can't think, but anyways, you get the gist of it. There's a ton of artists that I listen to, both mainly solo artists and of course groups. I've kind of already said like the ones that I do mainly listen to. So yeah, that's really and truly what I go to normally. But they are all amazing. They're brilliant, and they're very inspiring too. So that would be all I have to say on the matter. But you can obviously kind of tell that my sort of music genre that I listen to is pop / K-pop, and I do like to listen to sometimes movie like film orchestral music, Hans Zimmer being one of the composers, I believe. I think he's the composer, correct me if I'm wrong, otherwise the artist. So yeah, apart from him, he's the only sort of like the movie soundtracks I like a lot as well. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed my sort of essay, verbal essay on my music genres that I like and what I basically, who I like to listen to. And I hope that maybe you got some fresh artists from this, or if you already listened to them all. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Have a good rest of your day.